Hey guys, check this out, fellow flat earthers. That's what we've got on the centre of our earth, centre vortex, the centre of earth. The model of our flat earth, centre vortex. There, equator. Now in there is the moon going around the sun. This is what it looks like. It's a blown up image. We don't see this, but if you understand this, you know exactly what's going on up here, what you do see. All this is blown up. It's in here, you don't see it, but it's out here, blown up in a microscopic point of view. It's holograms, and we see it out there. Once you understand what's going on in here, you get the whole picture. I just did this because I've just seen the new moon come out, so I worked it all out to make sure my design worked, and sure enough, it does. There's the sun. There's the centre of the vortex, a vacuum. The vacuum. It's in there. It's not out there 93 million miles away. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The sun. No, that's our system. Sun's in here. Just a blatant lie, man. Just like the spinning ball earth. This is what it looks like dead centre. So I checked the sun position, gone down in the west, and I saw it there, saw the new moon, because I'm in the south. So I've taken this image, I've gone like this, and I'm looking north. Dead centre, everything comes out of dead centre north. Dead centre north. Now this Polaris and Sigma Octantis, it's slightly off, because they are the sun. That's the sun. Maybe, because the elliptics in here are on the slope. It's been stretched out. But during the year, this elliptic moves. See, in this perihelion for so many months, aiming downhill. But over time, over the year, it starts swinging back up. So then helium, and that's the northern summer. Get it? So the sun will be more like that. But down here, it's projected right out here to the south. It's the southern summer, because you've got this whole perimeter to get around. This way of light all the way out here in the Antarctic. But up here, you get less sun coming down here because you're close. There's the north. This is what it is. The sun's gone down on the horizon. I flip this up, look at that, and that's exactly what I see. Exactly what I see in the sky. What you see here is not highlighted by the sun. It's because the heat of the sun dissolves what we see in the moon. It's physics. It's all electrons and stuff. Protons, electrons in the vacuum flying around here. The heat of that does something to electrons. So that's the cool side of the moon. And you get the full moon down here, furthest away from the sun. It starts dissolving again. It's only the first week of September, special things happen. That's to do with Egyptology and religion. But just check that out. Show that to your kids, they'll understand everything. Every flat earther needs to understand that. And I just saw a video recently, and I went back to check so I could tell you what it was called, but I've seen too many since then. It's not in my history. Or maybe it was. Can't remember. But anyway, they're showing you that space, everything appears to be going like this. What do you get inside a vortex? That's what you get. all of space. They know the ancestral bodies are sort of doing that, but they know, but the space, they're coming to realise everything is moving out in a vortex, because it comes up, gets wider and wider, doesn't it? Wider and wider. Vortex, that's my model again, flat earth model. What else? Then we're talking blue shift, red shift. The vacuum down the centre, the vacuum, the elliptic in here, all the electrons shooting around the vacuum. So they're going down that way in the vortex, but then you get this coming back up that way. So you can say that's the vacuum, but then you've got the opposite, the other electrons going that way. I wouldn't say that was a vacuum. But this is the way it works, and it creates the voltage, and the sun's in here, beside. It's if you look into music, like the trumpet, the shape, and the way the frequency will flow as it expands out. Well, if you know this model, you start learning about everything. Frequencies, light, astrophysics, physics, magnetism. What else we got? Oh yeah, and the flat earth model, again, and the vortex, and the magnetic fields coming up and then going down like this, back out that way. That's the way they do it. The centre north, south. We have a gap here. See, there's a gap, and that's what we do. You get out there with your cameras, time lapse, whatever. You'll see the southern rotation coming right up to here. Just there's the equator. There's a gap. Polaris. It explains this because the magnetic fields flow back down here. The stars keep rotating because they're a reflection from out of here. They're a projection, and that's projected up. So they stay there, but the magnetic field making them flow comes down back up here. Continuous flow, continuously. Well, it works the whole system because it flows back here and drives this whole system in here. And it's that turning which is giving this projection up here and the side elevations, the projection out there. People can't understand this, but you have to realise it's a closed system, and that concave mirror sends things into a focal point, a centre point. And it's the way these are on the elliptic like that, we see the side of it. That's why stars are coming in and coming out all the time. That's your sigma octantis rotation out there. But this, like I've said before, two spheres of the human brain, which is the sun or whatever there, same thing, all related. So there's your gap, and the Orion's belt comes through here this time of the year. Nice 3 straight lines. Like I keep telling you, you can't debunk this model. It's the Lindsay Harris flat earth model. The only one to have found it. People can't accept it though, can they? No. Because it's not seen. It's all to do with physics. They know. People running your world know. Like I've shown in the previous video. Magnets, frequency, wind blowing, creating frequency. This whole thing creates buzzing. Nothing, no power supply here, but it's creating a charge coming out of here. All because in the centre there is a vacuum, is a closed system with electrons are spinning in there. To do with magnetism, physics. And that little sexy little thing. that sits inside this sealed unit. It sits in this unit because it sits like that. That's that unit. And the vacuum's in the middle of there. It feeds energy, power through this thing, and then gives you power out here. Pretty cool looking thing, eh? And the fan, of course, it's blowing it, makes the wind, just like you get all the wind in the Arctic, in Antarctic, terrible winds. Yeah, cool. That's it.